What's going on, guys? This is Vince with vshred.com, and in today's video I'm going to tell you 4 things that you need to know before you start working out, or if you've been working out, 4 things that are just really going to help you that I've learned over the years. Alright, so like I said in today's video, I'm going to tell you 4 things that are hopefully really going to help you if you've been working out, or if you're just about to get into working out. Hopefully these will steer you in the right direction on just your ability to get the best transformation and the fastest transformation possible. So before I get into it, I will say that everything that I'm going to talk about in this video is going to all relay back to our body type quiz, because we've built a free quiz that basically you go into, you answer 5 questions, and then at the end of it, it spits out a video that tells you the right kind of approach towards diet and the right kind of approach towards training that are right for your body type. So it's all dependent upon what you answer, and it's very catered towards your goals and your starting point. So if you want to check that out, click the link in the description below this video. Also, make sure if you guys are not yet part of the VShred fam here on YouTube, you are smashing that subscribe button and joining the notification squad. If you are a part of the notification squad, go down to the comment section and put hashtag notification squad. I'm going to pick someone in my next video to give a free 90-day program too. So let's get into it. All right, so the first thing, and something that I messed up for a very long time, and it's why I didn't really get results the first couple of years that I was training. It doesn't matter how much you lift, because one of the biggest frustrations, I wouldn't even say frustrations, just something that annoys me is when a beginner lifter or even an intermediate lifter or maybe even an advanced lifter asks me how much I can bench, or how much I can squat, or how much I can deadlift, or brags because they can bench a lot, or whatever it might be. And none of that means anything to me. Unless you're a power lifter or something like that, and you're actually competing and you're trying to get your 3 main lifts up as strong as you can, and you're just trying to get your total up, that's a different story. But if you are just trying to train for health, and you're trying to train for aesthetics, and you're trying to look good, you're trying to feel good, then you need to stop worrying about how much weight is actually on the bar or how heavy the dumbbells actually are. Because what's more important than actually trying to just lift heavy, as heavy as you can, if you're getting down on the bench press and you're just trying to work up to your 1 rep max, your 1 rep max will help you understand what your lighter lifts will be, like what your 10 to 12 rep range will be, sure. And it'll also help you with just stimulating your body in a slightly different way so that you can increase strength gains or anything like that. But even then, if you're trying to increase strength gains, it's going to be more useful to do like a 4 rep set versus just a 1 rep set, where you could very easily injure yourself. Because if you're just trying to, let's say, build muscle, you need to stop going heavy altogether and you need to start focusing on the contractions. Now, I'm not saying that you should always just use super light weight that you can handle no problem, but you should be going in that 6 to 12 rep range, and sure, using the heaviest weight that you can handle for that rep range, but you need to focus on controlling the actual contraction. You need to stop just trying to throw weight around as heavy as you can because it's going to make you look cool, or you can say you did this weight. Nobody cares. If they know what they're talking about. If they know what they're doing, they don't give a shit. Not gonna cuss. But that's the first one. Stop worrying about how much weight you're actually lifting when you go to the gym, and start focusing on the quality of every single repetition that you're doing, and you're going to get way better results. All right, so switching up the rooms, because the second one is about diet and about how diet is king. That's actually the second one. And this could actually be the first one, because it doesn't matter how much you go to the gym and work out. If your diet is not taken care of, you are never going to see results. Also, something that I messed up the first couple of years that I was working out. I started when I was like 16 years old, and I would go to the gym and I'd work out hard. I'd work out often, I'd work out hard, but then I'd go home and I wouldn't eat anything. And then in the morning I'd have waffles before I went to high school, and I just ate like crap. And because of that, I never really saw my body change how I wanted it to. And so that's why this is one of the 4, and it should probably be number 1. But you need to make sure that your diet is taken care of. You need to know what your caloric intake is going to be. If you're trying to lose weight, you have to be in a caloric deficit, period. You have to be eating less calories than your body burns. If you're trying to put on weight, you have to be in a caloric surplus. Now, if you're trying to put on muscle, you don't have to be in a caloric surplus. You can put on muscle while you're in a deficit, but if you're trying to like bulk, you got to be in that surplus. If you're trying to cut, lose weight, you have to be in that deficit. If you're just trying to maintain and maybe get leaner but stay around the same weight, stay at a maintenance level. But you got to know how many calories you need. And you got to know, and then also once you know those calories, you got to break those calories up into macros. And your macros are your carbs, your fats, and your proteins. And so each one of these macros is going to take up a specific percentage of your overall calories. And I mean, there's so many different ratios that you could use to break these calories up into your carbs, your fats, and your proteins. There's not one ratio that's best for everybody. And that's why it's really just best to jump in and try something. And if it's not really working, tweak it a little bit and try something else and see if that works best for your body. And then over time, you're gonna find that you found this perfect ratio that if you do that and you stick to it consistently, your results are through the roof versus what they used to be. And if you want to know how many calories you need and how many macros, how many carbs, fats, and proteins that you need, my free body type quiz that I talked about at the beginning of this video, it not only tells you what to do to get in shape, but there's also a calorie calculator and a macro calculator built into it. So you answer your height, your weight, your gender, your age, your activity level, and then at the end of it, it shows you the video, but then under the video will be your exact macro breakdown and the exact calories dependent upon what your goals are. And like I said, there's no one ratio that's best for everybody, but it's going to be a great starting point if you don't have your diet figured out. So number 2, diet is king. All right, number 3, we talked about training a little bit. We talked about diet a little bit. Now, supplements, because I get asked about it a lot. And number 3 is supplements can help. Now, emphasis on can, because I actually have a story for you. I was buying a couch the other day for my new house, which I might do a tour if you guys want it or something like that. But he asked me what I did. I told him I have a fitness company. He goes, "Oh, I've been looking for this a nice supplement that's going to help me like lose some weight, burn some fat." I was like, "Oh, okay, maybe like a fat burner." And he's like, "Yeah." And I have a amazing recommendation for a fat burner. And I'll even put it, if you guys are looking for a fat burner, I'll put it as the second link down in the description below this video. But I asked him about his diet and about his workouts, and he wasn't really doing either of those. And he was just looking for a fat burner to do it. And I didn't want to sit there and tell him that he's wrong and sit down and take him through everything that he needs to do. But I did tell him that he needs to make sure his diet's taken care of, his training's taken care of, and then a quality supplement can help. And that's why I said supplements can help, because you have to make sure that your diet and your training are done. You're doing them. You're following proper diet, you're following proper training, you're doing it consistently. Then, if you want to take your results, I guess, to the next level, you can start implementing specific supplements depending on what your goals are. If you're looking for fat loss, or you're looking for bloating, or you're looking for strength gains, or you're looking for just maybe like a protein to make getting your protein intake easier, or you're looking for whatever it might be, supplements can definitely help. I don't care how many people tell you that supplements are nonsense. They're lying, because there's a lot of bad supplements on the market. I'm not gonna say there aren't, because there are. But there's also quite a few quality supplements on the market that will actually help you once your diet and training are taken care of. So number 3 is supplements can help as long as you have your diet and your training taken care of and you're taking a quality supplement. And if you want that fat burner, like I said, second link down in the description below. Stop. All right, number 4 is related to training again, and it's overtraining. Now, I know you may have heard before, overtraining is not a thing, or maybe you have heard that it is, but you don't think you are. Overtraining is one of the things that I was doing the most when I first started working out. You see, I was going to the gym probably 7 days a week, at least 6 days a week, and I was working out for at least 2 to 3 hours. I'd get home from school, I'd do whatever, and then at night, I'd go to the gym, probably like 8 p.m., and I would stay until it closed at like 11 p.m. Now, don't get me wrong, I was doing some good lifts in there and I was doing some things right, but for the most part, I was sitting around a lot, not doing the proper amount of rest time, not keeping it down to a minute or even a minute and a half, maybe even 2 minutes if I'm going a little heavier. But I was more so focused on just being at the gym and going to get a workout in and not taking no days off. People always joke about team no days off, and I love that idea as far as your diet and your training and your supplementation and being aware, because technically having a day off is still no days off if it's planned into your routine. But if you're saying no days off and you're just going and working out every day, or you're doing 2 a days or even 3 a days just because you think that's gonna make you get in shape faster, or you're just going and doing 2 hours of cardio every single day, you are doing too much. You have to give your body the amount of time that it needs to recover. I never hit a muscle more often than every 3 days. And that's pretty good. That still allows you to hit every single muscle group twice a week, which is great for if you're trying to build strength, if you're trying to build muscle, that's great for it. But if you're hitting every muscle group every other day, or you're one of those guys that goes to the gym and wants to get big biceps and you're doing curls every single day, you are just completely screwing yourself over. So number 4 is stop overtraining. Stop going to the gym every single day. Stop hitting muscle groups too often. Stop doing too much cardio. If you're doing a ton of like steady state cardio, start doing HIIT cardio, because you don't have to do it every single day. It doesn't take an hour, 2 hours. It takes about 10-15 minutes. It's one of the things that I talk about in the free body type quiz, depending on what your goals are. But regardless of what your goals are, factor in rest days. Allow your body to recover, and you're going to get results faster. So that's the 4th and final one. I hope that this video helped. I hope these 4 things you're gonna take with you as you start your fitness journey or as you continue your fitness journey, and hopefully they help you do the right things and stop doing the wrong things. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you're subscribing, commenting what kind of video you want down below, because I love making videos that you wanna see. So other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.